Welcome back to Rhythm Guitar Book 3. This book takes a deep dive into all sorts of movable chord shapes. We're on pages 61 and 62. In this lesson, we're going to go over the movable E-7 shape. You can watch all these videos for free, but it's going to be a lot easier to learn if you have your own copy of Rhythm Guitar 3 that you can read from and write in. Plus, you can help support a music teacher, so I'll leave a link in the description. The next section of this book, starting on page 61, covers minor 7 shapes. There are 3 common ways to notate minor 7 chords. This book uses M-I-N and the number 7 to indicate a minor 7 chord, but in other books in music, you may see minor 7 chords marked with a small m and a 7, or a dash and a 7, the dash meaning minor. At the bottom of page 61, you can see 2 E-7 chord shapes. I'm going to show you both of them, but it's the second one that I tend to play and that I will use in this book. In version 1, you are simply using your first finger to bar all 6 strings, and then using your third finger to play 2 frets to the right on the 5th string. It's a movable shape because there are no open strings. This would be an A-7 that I'm playing because the root is on the 6th string and I happen to be at the 5th fret. So at the 5th fret on the 6th string, that's an A. So A-7. If I move it up a fret, it's a B-7. And this next shape is the one that I use all the time. This one is finger 2 and then 3, 3, 3. So finger 3 is barring strings 2 through 4. And finger 2 is playing the root. And we're muting strings 1 and 5. You do that by slightly flattening out your third finger, so it's muting the 1st string, and then your second finger, which is playing the root, should also be flattened out, so it mutes the 5th string. And this one is a little awkward at first, but it actually gets pretty easy once you practice it for a little bit. So what I do is I put finger 3 down, finger 2 goes over finger 3 slightly, gives it a little bit of support. And like all the chords in this book, this is movable because there are no open strings. This is an A-7 that I'm playing because I'm placing the root on the A on the 6th string. If I move it down a fret to the 4th fret, now it's an A flat or G sharp minor 7. At the top of page 62, we have number R81, this E-7 shape etude. And this, of course, is all E-7 shapes all the time. You can play whichever version of the E-7 you like. As I already mentioned, I'm going to be using version 2. We have C-7 at the 8th fret, so form your E-7 shape at the 8th fret. F-7 at the 1st fret. B-flat-7 at the 6th fret. E-flat-7 at the 11th fret, A-flat-7 at the 4th fret, D-flat-7 at the 9th fret, F-sharp-7, 2nd fret, B-7, 7th fret, E-7 way up at the 12th fret. Now if you don't have a cutaway or it's just a little awkward to reach that, that's okay. Just do the best you can and move on. A-7 at the 5th fret, D-7 at the 10th fret, G-7 at the 3rd fret, and C-7 again at the 8th fret. Once you're comfortable finding those chords, go ahead and play through the exercise. Nice moderate pace, easy strumming pattern, doesn't have to be fast. At this point, it's just about finding those chords. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. C-7, F, B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, F sharp, B minor, E, A-7, D, G, and finally circling back to C-7. At the bottom of page 62, we have number R82, this minor 7 to dominant 7 etude. Of course, all of our minor 7s will be played with the Emin7 shape, with the root on the 6th string. All of the 7th chords, or dominant 7 chords, will have the root on the 5th string, which means you could play either the C7 shape or the A7 shape, and we're going to go over both ways, starting with the A7 shape. We have G minor 7, so you'd find your G on the 6th string, and then play your new minor 7 shape from there, the Emin7 shape. And then this C7, if you're using the A7 shape, you would have your C right here on the 3rd fret of the 5th string and play your A7 shape. So those are the two shapes in this one until we get to the very end when we have a major chord. Then we have an A minor 7, so play that the same way you played your G minor 7, just move your root to the A at the 5th fret. And then for your D7 root, it's right there at the 5th fret as well, and again we're sticking to A7 shapes right now. B minor 7, so we're just kind of taking this move and moving it up. B minor 7 at the 7th fret, E7 with that A7 shape, right there at the 7th fret, D flat minor 7, that'll be at the 9th fret, G flat 7, also at the 9th fret with our A7 shape, D minor 7, that's going to be at the 10th fret, and then G7, also at the 10th fret if you're using the A7 shape. Now we're going to work our way back down the fretboard. We have C minor 7, that'll be at the 8th fret, F7, also with your root at the 8th fret using the A7 shape, B flat minor 7, that's going to be at the 6th fret, and your E flat 7 also at the 6th fret using the A7 shape. And here's our one major chord in this etude, or this exercise, this A flat major. The A flat root note is on the 4th string, and you can play your E major shape from there. Now we're going to talk through this again, but this time using our C7 shape for those dominant 7 chords. G minor 7, the way you played your G minor 7 before. C7 just happens to be the C7 shape as well. So that's with the root on that C, but this time with your 3rd finger using that C7 shape. And then we're moving up the fretboard again, A minor 7 the way you played it before. D7, this time we're using the C7 shape, so you put your 3rd finger on the root on the D, 5th string, 5th fret. B minor 7, 7th fret. E7, also at the 7th fret, I should say your root is at the 7th fret, playing the C7 shape. D flat minor 7 at the 9th fret, G flat 7, root also at the 9th fret, D minor 7, 10th fret, G7, root is also at the 10th fret, just using the C7 shape. Now we're working our way back down the fretboard, C minor 7, the way you played before at the 8th fret, F7, root on the 8th fret, F on the 5th string, B flat minor 7, 6th fret, E flat 7, your root will also be at the 6th fret with the C7 shape, and then that same A flat major chord as before. Once you're comfortable finding and playing those chords, go ahead and play through the exercise. As always, moderate speed, easy strumming. I suggest practicing both the A7 and C7 shapes. I'm just going to do the playthrough using the C7 shape. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Your assignment is to practice the exercises on page 62. And don't forget to order your own copy of Rhythm Guitar 3, The link is in the description. Take your time with this, and then when you're ready, I'll see you on page 63, which covers the movable A minor 7 shape.